Today I'm going to take a couple of ideas, put them all into one, and make a really cute project. I've been making clusters this week in a collaboration that I'm participating in. I've also looked around my room and I have all my tags and ATCs all hanging on a little clothesline, and just makes it cute, like a little banner type thing. And so after I made the clusters, I thought, what am I going to do with those? And what a cute little banner they would make. So I'm going to do that. Hi everybody, Lolly here. Welcome to my channel. I am going to make a little banner made out of clusters. Okay, I was just watching Timmy Twinchies with Buttons from Camilla Craft Designs. And she uses these squares from her Tim Holtz papers as the little background or the base piece for her. She's making little Twinchies, which are kind of like basically a cluster type. So I thought, oh, that's a good idea, because yesterday I was cutting up watercolor paper. And I do have this one. It's a little bit bigger than those she's using, but I think it's okay. There's 8 of them. If we have to trim them down, that's okay. So I'm going to cut out these 8 little squares here. And I do have a mixed media pad, which is not as stiff as watercolor, but it'll make these a little bit sturdier since I want to make a banner out of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the guillotine cutter. I have to step away to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay. So before I cut this up into tiny pieces, I'm going to go ahead and put the double-sided tape on the back and then cut them into these squares. They're already adhered to the mixed media paper. So I love to make banners. If you didn't see the video, I have one that I just finished for for Valentine's Day. I had so much fun doing. And then I'm in a collaboration hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming and Susan from Susan Hiles Art. And this week's prompt was to make either altered paper clips, or clusters. And I'm not very good at the paper clip, so I make clusters. And then I thought, how cute. I just want to hang them on the wall. And so that gave me the idea to make a little banner out of clusters, which is kind of the same thing. When I'm making a banner, I just take pieces and layer them. And then I was watching Camellia Crafts this morning. I hadn't seen her videos before, but she was using the Tim Holtz squares as her little base piece. And so it all went from there. So this week's project and video is making a little banner. All right, everybody's all trimmed up nice and tidy and have the paper on the back. Now, even if you weren't going to make a banner, this is a great way to have a background for your clusters. And does anybody else think this is like the greatest little piece of leftover paper ever with this on there? So maybe we'll try to use that somewhere. I have also just drug out words, letters, stickers, you name it. I have some paper that I used in a project yesterday for the videos coming out Friday, which is from an old prevention magazine. So maybe we'll try to use that on here as well. All right. Let's see, how many do we have? 8, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, ink. I want to see what this color is and how I feel about it. Yes, so this is the rusty hinge. Okay, actually before I start inking, I used this corner punch, which I have never really loved. It's a little difficult, and you can see that sometimes it gets it, sometimes it doesn't. And then with the mixed media paper, it's really thick, so it didn't come out great. And then I stamped or punched the bottoms with this, and a couple of them did this, but I'm not going to go and look for different cards. I'm just going to patch that or glue something over it as we make it. And now we'll ink. All right, everybody's all inked. And now we'll just start layering. All right, so don't expect to be able to see all of the card once we start layering, but it's a good base. And I do want to ink this. So I want to remember that I'm going to make a banner, so I'm going to leave room up here to punch 2 holes so the twine can run in and out of there. So I don't want to go all the way to the top. So far we have cut out our squares. I've rounded the corners or tried to punch the corners. Again, I'll fix this with some paper. We have inked. We have used scrap paper that I have ink on from another project. And then the edge of our mixed media paper, here we've inked that up, put it on there and let it hang off the side just a little bit. And now I'm just going to look in my box of like different ephemera, cutouts, bits and pieces, and see what we can layer next. So I'm getting out the green bucket. You've seen it before. And then here I have some strips of paper that I cut just from other projects, things like that. And I have them in this little baggie, and they're kind of green and like really pretty textured paper. So I'm going to see if we can use those in here. I don't necessarily want to cover up everything, but these are really pretty. So let's see if we can find them a place here. So I'm just going through here trying to find another one of those little green papers, but look at this paper. I don't even know where I got that. I don't know if you can tell, it's really soft and pretty. So I'm going to put it here, and then when I start to put maybe a focal point or something there, it has a little bit of a highlighted background to work from. That way your focal point will stand out a little bit more. Everybody has a butterfly. This one's pretty small, so I'm going to switch it out. Some of them are the same butterfly, but I'm down to the bottom of the collection. So, all right. Now, right in here, I feel like I want a little, I don't know, just a little dark strip. So I've inked the butterflies, and then I have this eyelash trim that I used on a project yesterday that we'll post on Friday. And I loved the kind of messy look that it gave. So I'm also going to use that on these. And then I inked the butterfly. This one's different than all of the rest of them, but I love it. I think it's pretty. So you're going to bend your butterflies, give them a little life. And there they are. Oh my gosh. All right, so now I really do want to put some kind of word on each one of them. So I'm going to go through and see what I have for that. But let me see if I can zoom in. You can kind of see where we are. Okay, so what I have is my jar of these Tim Holtz chipboard phrases, and I'm just going to cut out some of the words. I've had these. Okay, everybody has a word. I'm going to just put some ink on here and make it look like old paper or something. And you know, all of those were different phrases, but if you have things like that and you don't need a whole phrase, don't be afraid to cut them up. All right, there we go. Those came out pretty cute. So now I'm going to see if I can not ruin them by putting the holes in here, tying together as a little banner. So I've made a little template so that I can try to get the holes the same distance apart on each little tag here, which would have been way easier to do if I had done it before I put all the butterflies on. I think I'm just going to use this. See what we can do. I'm going to double my thread. I don't know how long it needs to be. Let's do yellow, orange, brown, and then let's do too much brown here. That's the same butterfly. All right, so we'll start stringing from, I need to put something at the end so I don't go all the way through. Okay, I've just put a ribbon and some buttons at the end just so I don't go all the way through. Now I know I want this little cutie to stand out, so, and I want the thread to go in front so that it shows, and look, then we have more color. So in between, I'm going to tie different, maybe some ribbons and things like that. 1 minute, maybe. Okay, I have these that I think will be so cute, and I'm going to glue them on there. That's how I have my all of my tags and things like that hanging around my craft room. So that's where I got this idea. How cute is that? Right, here's our little banner so far. So now I think in between here, we'll tie some little thin ribbons and just make it all glam. I'm going to just continue to do this. I have some different eyelash trim that has little pom-poms on there. I thought that would be cute. Also not as blue as it looks on the camera. Here is a piece of red velvet I love, and here's some tulle. So I'm not sure just exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll come right back and show you what happened. I'll hang it on the wall so you can see everything hanging all together. But I think it turned out super cute, of course. Lots of grungy colors. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.